Here are 5 brutal signs that you are trying to change the wrong person, and I promise you I say them with love. Hi, I'm Jade. I'm a private psychotherapist. I'm also diagnosed autistic, and I run a place called Planet Pure, a place where I help autistic people begin to understand themselves rather than blame themselves. So I recently heard a quote. It said that people think that they can change other people. They can't. People think that they can't change themselves, and they can. And I think that this is especially important for autistic people because so many of us have spent years trying to earn acceptance by changing ourselves in ways that was never sustainable, whilst also desperately holding on to the people around us in hope that they would finally understand us. And we end up feeling powerless at both ends. But I think that there's a different way of looking at it. And this might be hard to hear, but if you can truly receive it, I promise you it will truly alter your life for the better. So number 1, you spend more time explaining yourself than changing and accommodating your own life and needs. You keep hoping that you will find the right words. Maybe you will find the right evidence, the right explanation that they will finally understand, and sometimes they will. But understanding is not something that you can force. You can influence people, you can educate them, you can model something different to them, but whether they're willing to change is ultimately their choice and not yours. Number 2, you believe that your happiness is dependent on somebody else becoming different. If they apologise to me, I will feel so much happier. If they become kinder, if they finally saw my point of view, then I'll be okay. But that gives somebody else the steering wheel to your entire life. And the more your well-being depends on somebody else changing, the less power that you end up having over yours. Number 3, you're trying to grow through shame instead of self-respect. This one is especially common in autistic people, and that breaks my heart. And I've also been down this path because many of us grow up believing that we must be the problem. We're corrected more, aren't we? We're definitely misunderstood more. We're told that we're too this, too that. We're too sensitive, we're too quiet, we're too blunt, we're too intense. So shame becomes almost the fuel that we use to change ourselves into a masked, palatable version of ourselves. So yes, shame does change behaviour, but it rarely creates the self-acceptance or the nervous system that you want and that you can live with long term. It just creates a version of you that is exhausted all of the time, trying to earn the right to exist. Number 4, you keep waiting until you feel different before you act differently. You often think that it requires confidence and motivation before you take the first step. But confidence is actually a byproduct. It is usually something that comes afterwards. You don't wait until you believe you can. You slowly collect data and evidence that shows you can. Every small step is proof that you're capable of living a life differently. And then you begin to feel aligned and like the person that you are becoming. Number 5, you underestimate how much influence you actually have on yourself. You probably can't make somebody else change, but you can practice being kinder to yourself. You can have more boundaries. You can be more honest. You can be more authentic. And ironically, that is often the thing that influences people the most because authenticity is magnetic. The truth is, the people who want to change do. And the people who don't usually don't. And the one person that you have the greatest chance of influencing and evolving is you.